Okay. I am so busy. I have no time for friends. I'm so lonely. I'm just going to videotape myself and pretend I'm talking to my friend, which I actually do. I talk to Rosalind, because in my head, this is the best angle, right? Wouldn't you say? Nostrils front and center. That's the best angle, really. Nobody knows. From a kid's perspective, look at that. That's how my kids see me. So I'm finding a new walk. I have a cup of coffee, and I just listened to, so I'm lonely, so I just listened to my audios because I'm bored with YouTube now. I don't want to hear other people's channel anymore. So I got to find other people like me. I don't know where they are. Where are you? Where are you people who are already walking most of your 51% in 5D? I'm 51% in 5D, I think, because I don't worry. I'm not worried. There's so many reasons I could have worried this year, and I didn't. And I listened to the 17-minute audio recording I made. Amir's struggling, of course. All of my kids are struggling in their own ways right now. But I just focused on Amir at this time. I held him like on the couch. His head's on my lap. And I was going to do Reiki on his neck because he got in a car accident and he's got some trauma from that. So I said, I don't know what to do, Amir. I can't imagine what's going on right now for me. Everything is just so stressful. So my guides are like telling me what to shift to release some of that stress, right? So they're talking to me right now. They're saying, do you see the connection with the wiggles coming out of your muscles through tremors and the stress release that comes from shifting your perspective about your problems? It's called learning, shifting your perspective about life. It's called learning. This is learning. We're learning. I'm learning with my guides. They're teaching me. They're not teaching me anything new. They're showing me where there are lies in my belief system. That's what they're showing me. They're showing me the lies that I agreed to at some point because I was a kid. I didn't know any better. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where it came from. Who cares? Don't waste your time investigating that. Just let it go. If there's someone threatening you right now that you have to deal with, triage. Okay? Don't allow abuse, but don't hang on to old shit that you don't have any control over. So that's basically what they're saying. And then they said, to just play the video, you need to reboot somehow to clear that old baggage. You need to do some sort of, apparently that's what eclipses do, but what gets rebooted depends on the intentions that are set. So I guess the next step for me is to figure out exactly what I feel like I'm holding on to that's holding me back, which is just old beliefs that are no longer serving me. I've heard this all before. I have to identify what they are so I can have a clear intention to let it go. And that, I feel like figuring that out is going to take intention, probably channeling, but ceremony. I feel like there needs to be some structure around it to make it powerful. So the ceremony that we put around our intention setting and attention work with makes the intention more clear, more strong, more effective, more powerful, etc., right? So your life becomes a work of art. It just becomes segments of intentions with structure around them, which when in order is beautiful, just like the crystals of water. When the intention on the water is love, then the crystal becomes symmetrical, which is naturally beautiful to the human eye. Who's preferring the ugly water droplets? Who's preferring those? Does anyone really prefer the ugly droplets, or is that just something cool that someone said it's cool and it's hip to do it, so we should go prefer the ugly one? Fine, go play. Go play. It's not saying that people are ugly because on the outside they're deformed or something. It's a good question, but see, I'm channeling. I'm fucking channeling right now. Who can I talk to? Everyone I talk to, I filter all of this. I've spent so much time questioning my guide's advice. That's how I see the world now. I'm constantly like, is this true? Is this true? All day long with whatever's going on with my friends, with whatever, with my stress. It's true. It's true. I've got nothing but confirmation. This is true. So everything's going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine. That's another level of consciousness that I'm stepping into. How do I define this level of consciousness that comes when you simply understand the bigger picture? That's what they said from day one. In order to expand your consciousness, you need a framework of belief, because if that framework of belief that you're operating on is different than the framework of belief someone else is operating on, you can't even have a conversation. Philosophy 101. You have to have basic definitions of words agreed upon before you can have a debate. There's no sidewalks here. Coming up on a stop sign. I think this guy's probably turning where I'm walking. Anyway, I don't know where I'm going. I gotta check my maps. So this is almost done. I was 7:17 when I looked at the time. Okay. What was I talking about? Okay, stepping into a new level of consciousness. How would I define that? You have to have the definitions established before you can have any sort of debate about whether this is true or not. And I could spend, obviously this is just what I want to do all day. Let's talk about this. Which I'll eventually manifest because it's obsession. It'll eventually become my job. But it's in my head. I don't have the right words to it right now. But there is an awareness of what the 5D could be defined as. And it's basically harmony and truth. And it's where we come from. This 3D world looks more and more like a stage as you actually become more accountable for your behavior as a human being. So you can identify as a victim, or you can seek your ultimate dreams and don't take no for an answer. Don't allow anyone to tell you you cannot do what you want to do. You got to be your own cheerleader. You got to be your own sister, your own friend, your mother, your father, your sister, your brother. You got to be everything. You got to be a grandma. You got to be a grandma to yourself if you want to become your highest version. So what does that mean? It means we've got to go into our imagination and pretend that we are filled with the love of a child. We're innocent like children, and we trust. And we spend time in that energy. We spend time letting go of the burdens of the adult mind. Okay, Kellie, that's the burden. That's the energetic object in Kellie's awareness, in Kellie's consciousness. There's an object. If she thinks about just the words, release the burden of adulthood. Okay, what do you feel when you say those words? Release the burden of adulthood. There's a weight to that, I'll tell you. It's in my shoulders, it's in my head, it's kind of up above my body for like 3 feet. I just feel this density. The weight of adulthood. And what if I imagine that weight, because I can feel it, I elevate it. I just float it right up off my shoulders, right up above my head. Okay, it's off my body now. Step number 1. I made the intention to identify this and remove it with my own intention. It's all your imagination is your intention with focus. I found this cute little trail. I still have my coffee cup and I'm walking. It's a mile from my house now. There's a cute little trail. The little gnome on a tree because it's Lake Oswego. That's adorable. The birds are chirping. What the hell? I just found fucking Eden. I just went on a walk. Just trying to de-stress. I found the fucking Garden of Eden. I'm rolling my eyes because it's proof after proof after proof after proof. So anyway, I forget what I was talking about. It's really beautiful here anyway. I don't care what I was talking about. I don't even know who I'm talking to. Who am I? I'm not talking to anyone. I'm just keeping myself company. Oh yeah, I want to rebrand channeling. This is my sense of humor. I want to rebrand it into coordinated schizophrenia. I know, it's probably a bad idea. But it's funny. It's a joke because I'm talking to myself and I'm pretending to be multiple personalities. But I'm doing it in a way that I'm kind of grounded. It's maybe for a small audience. I think some of the mental health people will be offended, but and it would be tricky to figure out how to fix schizophrenia. Pretty sure it has to do with rest and de-stressing. This is long. I don't even know. I should just go watch this now. I'm gonna go watch this now. Light and love.